Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's edition of physics. In this video, we're going to look at finding the slope of a line. So you can see here that I have a best fit line with my data, and I want to find the slope of this line. In order to find the slope of the line, we need to pick 2 points that lie on the line that are not data points. So I have highlighted some points in green, which would be good points to use for my line, and 1 point in red, which would not be good. The reason why the one in red is not good is because that's a data point. We are not allowed to use data points for calculating the slope of our line. We want to show the world that we understand good science is using our data points to make a best fit line, excluding data points that happen to fall on our line so that we can show the world that we understand good science does not force our best fit line to go through a data point. It just happens to go through it, but I don't want to use it. So I've chosen these 2 points, and remember, in math, when we go to calculate a slope, it's the rise over the run. The rise is the change in the vertical variable, and the run is the change in the horizontal variable. Or slope is equal to the rise over the run, which is our change in vertical, and this little triangle in math or in science class is actually the Greek letter delta, which means change in. So a scientist will read this as change in vertical variable over the change in horizontal. Now let's have Miss Caduto come in to guest star and have a review.
We're going to solve for slope. In order to do that, you must pick 2 points that lie along the line that you've just drawn as your best fit line. These points cannot be data points, but should lie along the line. Let's look at an example of some good and bad points. The points that I've drawn in green are examples of good points to choose for solving for your slope. They lie along the line and are not data points. The one in red is a data point. Even though it lies along the line, it would not be a point that we would use to solve for slope. Recall from math class that in order to calculate slope, it is calculated as change in y over change in x, or rise over run. In this case, the change in y is the difference of 40 minus 20, and the change in x is 6 minus 2, to give me 20 over 4, or 5, as a value for my slope.
Now back to Mr. Lau. So I'm going to pick 2 points on my line. One of them is located 40 meters at a time of 9 seconds, and the other one is 10 meters at a time of 2 seconds. And I'm going to use those points to calculate the slope of my line. The slope of my line is 40 meters minus 10 meters divided by 9 seconds minus 2 seconds, or 30 meters divided by 7 seconds, giving me a slope of 4.3 meters per second. Now, I know that some of you are going to say, but Lau, I want to use 30 over 7 as a fraction and not write it as a decimal. No, scientists are going to report things out as a decimal, because if you tell me that an object is moving 37 meters every second, I have no idea what that means. But if you tell me the object moves 4.3 meters every second, well, I got an understanding of that, because a meter is this far, and it's traveling 4 1/3 of those every second, as opposed to 30 divided by 70 meters every second. I don't really know what that means. So in this class, we are going to use decimals, not fractions. So after watching this video, you should be able to find the slope of any best fit line.